Hello, Royal Watchers. Get your tea ready because today we're not just talking about protocol, we're talking about the theater behind the walls of Buckingham Palace. Have you ever wondered why Meghan Markle seems obsessed with appearing barefoot? And does Prince Andrew really think we're naive enough to believe his, well, highly questionable medical excuse? Asterisk O'Day, let's start with Meghan, the free spirit from California. In her Netflix documentary, she shared how shocked William and Kate were when she greeted them in ripped jeans and bare feet. Many say it was just a casual habit, but honestly, in the world of branding, nothing is accidental. Body language experts interpret it as Meghan's way of saying, "Look at me. I'm not part of their stiff world. I'm relatable. I'm free, but wait. Behind those bare feet, there are persistent rumors of bullying behavior that continue to follow her. Is the barefoot image simply a mask to conceal a highly controlling personality? Even the video of her giving chocolate to Harry felt like a tightly directed commercial. My opinion? Meghan is the best actress on the royal stage. Everything is part of a script to build the new Sussex family brand out. Now let's move to darker drama. Prince Andrew, remember his infamous BBC interview? He claimed he couldn't sweat due to a medical condition stemming from the Falklands War, but look at his eyes. Notice how his voice lowered as he defended himself. Behavioral experts call this fading facts. Andrew's brain knew he was lying, and his body responded physically. The photo with Virginia Giuffre? Andrew suggested it might have been edited because he didn't recall ever meeting her. Come on, Andrew. You were inside Jeffrey Epstein's private home and intimate setting, yet you don't remember who was there. That's not forgetfulness. That's the arrogance of a prince who believed he was untouchable by the law. Amid this storm stands King Charles III. When shouted at with crude questions about Epstein in public, he didn't blink. He smiled and greeted the public as if nothing had happened. Is he cold? Or is he perhaps the one suffering the most, forced to carry the burden of his brothers and sons' sins? Charles understands that the moment he reacts, the dignity of the monarchy cracks. So he remains silent, letting time answer the rumors. There's one particularly unsettling aspect of Harry and Meghan's dynamic: the use of their children, Archie and Lilibet, in the public narrative. Kinsey points out a suspicious pattern whenever Meghan is about to launch a new product or faces sharp criticism. A photo of the back of the children's heads suddenly appears on social media. This isn't just privacy protection. Many observers suspect it's a deliberate teasing strategy to maintain their market value. Think about it, they passionately speak about the dangers of social media for children's mental health on stages in Washington, D.C., yet simultaneously use glimpses of their children's lives as content in their Netflix series. Access. To see the Sussex children's faces is only granted if the price is right, critics mock. This strategy creates a strange thirst among the public, a carefully cultivated curiosity designed to keep them relevant in Hollywood. Have you noticed how often Meghan uses the word nuance? Body language expert Scott Rouse calls it a word virus Meghan adopts to sound intellectually profound. At Sundance, she didn't just want to be an actress. She wanted recognition as a visionary producer, but behind the scenes industry. Rumors claim their involvement in film projects is often merely cosmetic, just attaching their names so they can walk the Sundance red carpet and feel important. Tension reportedly surfaced when Meghan attempted to portray a version of herself in a new Amazon MGM film. Gossip suggests crew members were frustrated because Meghan struggled to appear natural. She was too focused on looking perfect and authoritative, ultimately losing the ability to perform authentically. Back to Prince Andrew, the latest rumors from leaked DOJ emails suggest that this scandal runs far deeper than just the wrong kind of friendship. Sarah Ferguson, his ex-wife, is allegedly implicated in efforts to seek funding from Epstein. Even more disturbing claims have surfaced, alleging that Sarah allowed her daughters to be on the same private jet as Epstein, just days after he was released from prison as a convicted sex offender. This is no longer about an individual making a mistake. It reflects a deeply toxic family dynamic. On camera, Andrew tries to present himself as the victim of a photo editing conspiracy. Yet his body language, constant blocking behaviors like turning his head away and avoiding direct eye contact with journalists, suggests a much heavier secret burden than he admits. Scott Rouse noted that Andrew displayed inverted steepling, pressing his own thumbs together, a subconscious signal that his confidence was collapsing as he attempted to construct the lie about his inability to sweat. As King Charles III continues walking through crowds, ignoring shouted questions about his brother's scandal, the world wonders, is he a steadfast leader or a cold brother? Charles has stripped Andrew of his security funding, a move many interpret as a cleanup operation ahead of further Epstein documents being revealed. This dynamic reveals a clear fracture. On one side are Harry and Meghan, who appear to monetize every possible angle of privacy. On the other side is Andrew, who has become a reputational black hole for the monarchy. Charles stands in the middle, trying to preserve a 1,000-year-old institution from collapse caused by his own family members. Every royal walkabout smile is, in reality, a mask for exhausting crisis management. Returning to the mystery of Meghan Markle's bare feet, many now see it not as a lifestyle quirk, but as a psychological tool. Scott Rouse highlights Meghan's frequent preening gestures, adjusting her hair while speaking about herself in public. This is a subconscious behavior of someone polishing their image in real time. Meghan wants the world to see her as a victim of rigid British protocol, yet her movements at Sundance suggest the opposite. She's the director of her own life. Rumors among Hollywood elites claim Meghan is highly selective about who may photograph her, yet she permits exposure when it benefits her personal brand. The contradiction becomes even clearer when Harry speaks in Washington, D.C. about data privacy, while nearly simultaneously, Meghan releases an intimate kitchen video of Harry to promote her latest chocolate brand. Many ask, does Harry realize he's becoming a marketing tool, or has he gone so deep into the narrative of freedom crafted by Meghan that he can no longer distinguish between privacy and content? Meanwhile, deeper analysis of Prince Andrew reveals even more fatal cracks. During interviews, he frequently engaged in what experts call adapting, touching his face or pressing his hands together to relieve internal tension. This is a sign that his body is battling intense stress from concealing the truth. The public has begun connecting the hidden dots. If Andrew were truly innocent, why did he never show even a trace of empathy toward Epstein's victims in that interview? Instead of expressing compassion, he focused on technical details like his ability to sweat or the angle of a photograph. This arrogance described by Kinsey as stemming from a sense of superiority as the late Queen Elizabeth's favored son became the very boomerang that shattered what remained of his honor. Andrew believed he could outmaneuver the public with technical language, but the world saw a frightened man behind a prince's mask. At the top of the pyramid, King Charles III appears to be playing the long game. His decision to remain silent does not mean ignorance. Palace corridor gossip claims Charles has assembled a special team to monitor Harry and Meghan's movements in America, as well as every new document emerging from the New York courts related to Epstein. Charles understands that emotion is the monarchy's greatest enemy. If he explodes or shows anger, he loses. So he chooses to appear oblivious when facing the public, while behind closed doors he is reportedly carrying out major restructuring to ensure problematic family members no longer have access to royal finances. His strategy is clear. Let those chasing the Hollywood spotlight or those entangled in past scandals collapse under the weight of their own ambition and deception while the crown stands above it all. What we are witnessing now is a family divided not just by geography, but by ideology. On one side is Meghan, striving to build a new dynasty in Montecito by blending activism with commercialization. On the other is Andrew, a symbol of past moral failure struggling to survive. And in the middle stands Prince Harry, whose body language often suggests confusion torn between loyalty to his wife and longing for the structure he once resented. When Harry sits at his desk, his bare feet deliberately visible in a video released by Meghan, many see a man who has lost his identity to become a supporting character in a grand drama directed by his wife. This conflict of interest fuels global fascination. Are we witnessing true freedom or a new kind of prison wrapped in California aesthetics? Ultimately, what we are seeing within the British royal family today is not merely state duty, it is a deeply personal war of narratives. Meghan Markle, with her carefully curated California freedom, attempts to redefine what it means to be royal in the digital age, even if that means blurring the line between privacy and commercialization. On the other hand, Prince Andrew serves as a bitter reminder that titles and palace walls can no longer conceal past stains under the scrutiny of modern law. His stumbling lies and strange medical explanations appear to be the last defenses of a man who has lost his direction. Meanwhile, King Charles III stands amid the storm, demonstrating that the monarchy's strongest weapon is not words, but strategic silence. The palace may be cracked, but the crown is forced to shine through an unending drama. So, what do you think? Are Meghan's bare feet a symbol of authenticity or simply brilliant marketing tactics? And do you believe Prince Andrew can truly escape the shadow of the Epstein scandal after all this evidence has surfaced? Write your hottest theories in the comments. I want to read your opinions one by one. If you enjoy royal drama breakdowns like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe, because we'll keep uncovering secrets behind palace doors that you won't find in official headlines. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when new tea spills from London to Montecito. I'm the King Channel. Thank you for watching, and remember, in the world of royalty, nothing is ever quite as it seems. See you in the next drama.